it going, guys? This is Jonathan Hafner with Next Level Tech, and today I just want to show you how it's like using the new iPhone 7 Plus. So honestly, this is not like a speed test. This is not any of that crap or whatever. This is just a basic usage on the iPhone 7 Plus, because honestly, there's so many different videos out there of speed tests or performance tests or all that kind of stuff. But really what was important to me is actually knowing how things work, if it's actually usable coming from, say, an Android, which honestly, if you were like me and had the Note 7 and had to deal with that, then you would probably know how that is. You have to buy a different phone. Now you could either stay with Android or you can switch to something like an iPhone. So that's why I actually did decide to test it out. And honestly, after about 2 days, it's not that bad. One major issue that I would have with it is, of course, the layout. Like, I would like to change that, but there's not really much that we can do with that. There's these little widgets on the side here. The widget selection is not that great, but of course they are continuing to add widgets. Some apps have updates. Like, I think one of the apps that I got had an update recently that added a widget, so it happens quite frequently. Everything on here works really fast, really smooth. I'm actually gonna go to my Google Plus, just show how things work. And so I'm gonna click on a link, just any random one that I see. Maybe that's a link, I think so. It loads up really quick. With the Note 7, there was an issue, and it happens on the Galaxy S7 Edge as well. I'm not sure if it happens on all Android versions right now, but at least with those devices, sometimes things will load up, or well, sometimes it will load, but it will show a blank page. But with this, it loads really quick. Your back button is really just a swipe from the side. You don't got the back button on this side or this side. You don't got the on-screen navigations, but you can just swipe like that, which, if you have a big phone, not huge hands, then it can fall like that. As far as messaging goes, like, this is the best experience I've ever had with messaging. Say for example, if I just want to reply to a comment, I know that you can do this on Android in certain apps, but I can just press and hold onto that message and reply like that. Real quick, real easy, no issue there. A lot of people apparently don't like new notifications for the iPhone 7, but I mean, doesn't seem to be bad at all. And you also got cool apps that you usually don't get in the Android, and I've honestly been trying to find apps like this just to play around with, but I can't get it on Android. So, well, yeah, there's that. It's pretty legit. The apps are all pretty smooth, no real big issue. There is a little bit of a, I would say, lag in the Facebook at times. Say if I want to check out the comments here, you can, at times it will have like a stutter. Okay, so say for example, if I click on here in the comments, the keyboard will actually pop up, and so that gets in the way of the comments down below. It gets all choppy, and if I try to exit out, there we go. I have to click on like the space above here to exit out, and I guess that's just Facebook. But those are the little things that most people actually use that will get to people. In terms of camera, it's pretty cool too. I've tested out the slow motion, the video, the photo, the portrait, square. They have this cool thing where with the photo, when you switch over. And this is, you can also do this on the Galaxy Note 7 now, where if I were to take a picture, it does a front-facing flash by just illuminating the screen real bright. And so let's see, when I go into my photos, some pics that I took yesterday for examples. So you got your depth effect here, which is the portrait mode, which I'm going to turn this sideways so you can probably see that better. You can actually see in the background there's a difference. And then I did the slow motion, so it's pretty cool. Of course, you know, that's you. If you're from Android, you probably could care less, but yeah, there's all sorts of little neat stuff like that. All in all, I like the device. There's no really big thing that would make me not want to use it, and that brings me to the headphone jack, because you know everybody knows that they removed the headphone jack. But honestly, the headphones that come with it sound great. They give you an adapter, so then you can plug in with another pair of headphones. So now I have two headphones that work with it, and then I also have my Bluetooth headphones. So if you have Bluetooth headphones, then there you go, you have three headphones. It's not really bad. Battery life is actually insanely good as well. Now I could just cover all this stuff in like a small review, but I actually want to show you guys how it looks actually using the device. So it's at 88% right now. It's at 1 hour and 43 minutes usage, and standby 1 hour and 52 minutes. Yesterday I got it up to 8 hours and a half. I'll actually pull up the screenshot for that as well. So yeah, just about 8.5 hours. It was actually on for a little while after I took the screenshot. So yeah, yeah, everything on here is pretty cool. You get all the Google stuff too. I mean, I got my Google Keep. That was one of the biggest things to me, because I use Google Keep all the time. You got just about all the Google features. It's just not technically integrated with the device. But you know, it works. There's no issue there. Everything runs just the same as it would on Android, as in terms of opening and closing, and running and functioning. There's little layout differences in iOS that I actually like a little better than with Android. Say for example, the bar at the bottom, and most things are actually, for some reason, smaller on here, so it looks like more is actually fitting on the page than on the Android devices. Even like when I use my Note 7 in the 2K mode, it looks like there's more that is being fit on this screen than on the Note 7. Let's see what else. Yeah, so everything runs just fine. If you are planning on switching to a iPhone, or want to at least test it out, I definitely recommend it. It's not bad. It's really an all-around great device, and I personally don't have many or any complaints. But I do actually. I'm gonna pull that up. Say for example, let's see, if I go to my profile, I wrote a list of pros and cons the other day. Here we go. So the cons would have to be that there's no reliable jailbreak for it yet, so that means that I can't get the customizations that I want, you know, that are like Android. You can't adjust the screen size of the keyboard, so yeah, you can't do that. So basically, if you have a hard time reaching that Q, you just can't. All this stuff is really hard to reach. And there's only a jailbreak tweak to fix with that. And SwiftKey is really not very good on here. Google Maps is almost unusable. Yeah. I tried to use Google Maps the other day and it was super choppy. Just all around not the greatest. But then I tried to use Apple Maps and they took me through the back roads, which I didn't appreciate very much either. So that wasn't cool. And also when I tried to place the device on my windshield mount, there was a glare, like really bad, that I couldn't really see anything on the screen, so I had to just basically go by the voice navigation. The photos indoors aren't as good as what I would say I got with the Note 7, but they're still relatively good. They're really good, actually. No complaint there. Talked about the back button. The oh, this is real fucked up. This bottom speaker, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can zoom in here. See how it's supposed to have 2 speakers at the bottom? Yeah, well, that's not a speaker. That's like a dummy speaker. It doesn't work. If you close off the audio from up here and down here, it mutes it. But so that's not a real speaker. There might be a microphone in there, but it's not a real speaker. I definitely need to check over the actual like breakdown of the device, but yeah, there's nothing comes out of there. Many apps that are on Android are free compared to Apple, which you have to pay like $1 for a lot of the apps. You can't arrange the home screen in a preferred way. Yeah, I talked about that. There's no scroll capture, which, you know, if you have a Samsung device, you probably got used to. The widget selection isn't the greatest. I realized with this comment that I had made that the widgets available can be a bit odd, like the music player widget that doesn't have the controls. It has quick access to playlist. So what I mean by that is right over here, if I actually put my music widget, done, it has a quick access to my playlists, rather than music controls, which is like just common on Android. But at the same time, you do get your music controls right here that are always there, and you do got these little toggles down here, which I really, for the most part, forget that they're even there. I've only really used a flashlight a couple times, like yesterday searching for the Google Home that I lost at the park. But yeah, guys, this device is good. I like it. It's not something that I would not want to use. It's actually very well usable. Yeah. So thank you for watching. I know this was a strange video. I am honestly surprised if you sat through the entire thing, but I just want to show you guys how it really is to actually use this device. So that's going to be it, guys. Tell me what you think in the comment section below, and if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos. Also hit that like button so I know what kind of videos you want to see more of. You can find more information and news on nextleveltech.com as well. And as always, thank you for watching Next Level Tech.